Out corner time, guys. So again, thank you for all of the commenters in this video. I'd like to say thank you to Helen Tat. Thank you for the comment. Our usual commenter. Thank you for your friend UIU, our usual commenter as well. Thank you for the comments. And I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Karim Mustafa. Thank you for the comments yesterday. And our new commenter, One Rose for M. Thanks for the input as well. I'll think about that. Mr. OGB, our new subscriber, thanks for the subs. And Click Me for Good Health, nice name, one of our new subscribers here in this channel. And my friend Mr. Marl Galavanter, thank you for the comment. If you want like travel blogs, he has a YouTube channel, go and subscribe to him as well. He's also a aspiring new YouTuber. So let's start with the video. So before I start with the video, again, sorry about this. So this is my special mention on this episode of which set card is good and which one to put it on. So I forgot to tell you about one of the newest set cards, which is the Gintama card. I forgot about that. It is really a good card for characters who has like bleed damage and burn damage. So whoever like Haomaru, like Gintoki, the Fest Gintoki is really good. Kamui, Neskyo, they're gonna be giving you a really high amount of damage if you're using the Gintoki set card. I unfortunately tried my best, tried to pull them out, but unfortunately I failed to pull them out. So this is the Gintama card. Increases burn, bleed damage 75%, and your active skill damage, that's your skills, like the active skills that you're not the normal attacks, your active skill, it's plus 20%. It's crazy. The CP, it's good as well. It's 800, 600. Like comparing to the Mad Tea Party, it's lower. And you know the Blue Mary card, which is lower as well. This really a good card for characters who has bleed and burn. Andy Bogart can also benefit from this one. And Vice, the low cost PvP. So before I start, I want to give a special mention to this card. Okay, so I forgot to put that on my video, which is gonna be starting now. So guys, hopefully you're gonna be enjoying this topic that I'm gonna be discussing, and let's proceed. Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2300 Gaming. So giving you another PvP no, not PvP. I'm always repeating PvP content because I'm always putting up PvP content. But the thing is, like, we still don't have the championship at the moment. But I got you guys. So I'll be talking about more cards. So 2 days ago I've been talking about how to upgrade your cards, and yesterday I've been talking about which option cards do you need to upgrade and which are the important ones to pick up. And now we're gonna be diving into the creme de la creme of card tutorials, which is the set cards. So a lot of people are asking, this is just my opinion, just purely my opinion. Hopefully some of you guys would agree, like mid-game, late game players would agree on what I'm gonna be saying here, hopefully. But that's just my opinion here. So I'm gonna be starting now. So, and then with the set cards, I'm also gonna be talking about who's the best character to put it on. Okay, so we'll start with the best set card in the game. This set card, it's called the Light and Shadow, but in short it's called the Noah set. Not is it a Noah set? Yeah, it's a Noah set. Yeah, the other one is the Kaya set. So this one is the Noah set. Why is it the top tier card, you ask? The Noah set is really strong because of the CP that it provides us. Okay, it's automatic. When you pull this card, it's a 6-star card automatic. Plus if you level this one max per card, it will boost your CP to like 1000. So that's 1000 CP on the first 1000 CP on the second, and 1000 CP on the third card. So thankfully, I'm blessed. I'm lucky to have 3 sets of Noah cards. So I'm really stoked with what happened with regards to my pool that was like long time ago. I'm really lucky I have 3 sets so to play around with my characters. So for me, this is just my opinion. This is the best set card that a player can have in this game, the Noah card, because it's really versatile and it gives a lot of CP, and all of this are given attack. The skill option, it gives you 7% of attack. Everything is like 7% attack here. Okay, and if you complete the set, the light and shadow set bonus will give you an increased attack by 10%, and then 15% chance to gain super armor for 3 seconds upon a successful attack. So the cooldown is really low as well. It's 10 seconds. This is good on PvP as well as PvE content for your characters which doesn't have like super armor, just like the low cost PvP, like the Andy Bogarts, the Mai Shiranui, which doesn't have a super armor. When you're doing low cost PvP, you can equip a Noah set on that, or you can equip you can equip a Kaya set, but it still depends on you if you want that super armor on Andy Bogart. Some people are equipping Andy Bogart this set, but yeah, but for me, Andy Bogart, usually defense is defense. That's gonna be the Noah set, but that's another topic of discussion. We're now focusing on the Noah set. So this Noah set, you can equip it with attack type characters and balance type characters. So it gives them like survivability because of the CP, it gives them HP, it gives them attack, and it gives them super armor. So yeah, that's for me the best card set that you can have in this game, because it's versatile and it can do anything. It's just like the Swiss Army knife of cards. You can equip it also with the which one, defense type characters if you want that super armor. So yeah, so after this, my suggestion, you equip this one to the attack or balance type characters, like who are the characters like Gintoki. You can also equip it to Lady Zero. So you can equip it to all attack characters. This is gonna be good. Okay, so next, for me, the second best card in the game is the Kaya set. So this is the Kaya set, which gives all defense, and see the CP. It's also 1000 CPs on each card, and the Shadow and Truth. So this is in short the Kaya set. It increases the attack equal to 40%, 45% of defense. Obtain 10% additional attack for 30 seconds, and that's it. And when you're playing in the PvE content, it will grant super armor for 5 seconds when tagging in. So that's the PvE content. But the PvP content, it gives attack to equal to 45% of def and 10% additional attack for 30 seconds. So it doesn't give super armor, but it boosts up the damage of your defense type characters. So the Kaya set is my second best card, go to for all defense type characters. Make them tanky, make them survive more. But this Noah set is also applicable to balance type characters, especially Rock Howard. So Rock Howard is very strong if you equip a Kaya set on her. He already has a super armor, so he doesn't need that Noah set super armor. So like fast units that have super armor, which is like you need them tanky, you need them the survivability, put them on all defense type units like Psyche. You put it on Psyche, you put it on Lady Big. This set is really good on Lady Mr. Big. If she has this, she's really scary to, and then she's really tough to beat. So mostly all defense type units will really benefit with this Kaya set. So yeah, next is the PvP card, the Ryuko set. So I call it PvP because like see the CP, it gives like 1,000 CPs on everything across the board, and also it gives attack by 7%. And the checkmate bone, like it's called the Ryuko set, but like it's called the checkmate set, so Ryuko set in short. So the checkmate set, it increases HP by 20% and 10% chance to ignore target's guard upon landing an active skill, and decreases target's attack by 20% for 10 seconds when attacked. So just imagine, so the enemy will, the damage will be weaker. So if you hit him with an active skill, so the damage input of your enemy would be 20%. It's really good in PvP. And then your really soft units like Lady Zero can benefit with this, because she's really soft once she gets hit. So you can use this Ryuko set. I know she has like a chance for our armor breaking, but with this, there's a lot like higher chance for her to armor break. So you can use this one on Lady Zero. You can use this one, especially Nameless. Nameless is really like the counter for Nameless in PvP is just blocking and then waiting for the timing. And then if you have put the timing down on Nameless, you can easily counter him. But with the Ryuko set, he has a chance, like all people who are blocking Nameless, he has a chance to break that guard and destroy the living hell out of your enemy. And then after that, he can cast his 3-tier card, and then you're done for. So this is really good for Nameless. Really good for Edelhide. Edelhide is also soft. So that's why you can see Edelhide in PvP. Lots of Edelhide are like, sometimes you're wondering why is Edelhide really tanky. Some people are using the Ryuko set on him because like once he hits the enemy, it's 20% less damage. So the survivability is there, the CP is there, HP is there, and then he can also break the guard from there. So Edelhide can benefit with this Ryuko set as well. But like if you're just playing for PvE, the Noah set is still the boss on everything, because like it gives like super armor and everything, and CP and attack on everything. And this Ryuko set is specifically for me, it's for PvP. It's really good in Nameless, Edelhide, and soft characters like Lady Zero, so that they can break the guard and decrease damage. It can also be equipped with Gonits if you want, if you really want the Ryuko set. But like Gonits, really, if you want to put in Gonits, you might as well put a Noah set on Gonits, because he needs like pure damage on that, because the Noah set gives in survivability and everything else. So you really don't need to put an like Ryuko set on Gonits, but it's up to you. This is just for me, it's for PvP. But that's for me the top 3 cards that you need to save up for. Okay, and then I don't have this card, but I've heard lots of things about this one, because like this one also is a 6-star card. This is the 4th one. For me, it's a good card because like the truth between 0 and 1, the set effect is increased penetration by 8%, 800, and 15% chance to gain super armor for 1 second, and decrease damage received for 20% for 3 seconds. And the cooldown is really low as well. It's like 7 seconds. So the penetration, so he can go against the defense of the character, like it will lessen it by 800, and then it can penetrate more to give it like high amount of damage. So you can equip this one with like the core, who has like cores with like increased penetration, just like Orochi Iori. Also you can equip it with Lady Zero. So Lady Zero, you can equip everything on her. She's really versatile as well. This one will make her lions and his like projectile damage much more stronger because of the penetration. And then if the enemy would be attacking her, you've already cast your skill, so you will just receive 20% of the damage for 3 seconds upon using the active skill. So this is really good as well. So that's top 1, top 2, top 3. And which one is this one, the Tekken Set? So unfortunately you cannot get the Tekken Set anymore, but if I had the chance, I'll get this Tekken Set, because this Tekken Set is crazy. I know that the CP is not that high, it's just 571, but we're looking at like everything is the attack. But the thing is, like the Two Girls Rendezvous, the set effect is increases critical rate by 10% and increases critical damage by 50%. You're gonna be hitting hard like a truck here. And then active team members, including the caster, obtains 3% power upon landing a critical hit. So you can put this one also on Nameless. Okay, because like if you're blocking and then if Nameless goes in and hits you, so he gained 3% of power charge, and then he can cast his super quite fast. So you can equip this one to any attack type characters because of the damage input that it can receive, and then the PG gain that it will get. But for me, if you're using Nameless, you can use this one on Nameless if you're using PvE, player versus enemy. But if you're using PvP, might as well use Ryuko Set on Nameless. Okay? So, Go Nits, you can use Noah Set. You can play around. You can use Noah Set, Ryuko Set, or the Tekken Set. But I prefer the Noah Set on Go Nits. That's just me. Okay? And then, after those cards that I've mentioned, the top tier ones. So I've mentioned already the Noah Set, that's the Light and Shadow, the Kaya Set, which is the Shadow and the Truth, and then the Ryuko Set, which is the Checkmate Set, and then the Truth between 0 and 1. So, and then finally the Tekken Set. So those are really top tier up there. So with no order, no significant order, like the ones that I've mentioned is top tier. So next on the list, so that's gonna be S tier on that. So for me, that's S tier, the one that I've mentioned. And then we're gonna go to the A tier. For me is gonna be the 3 cards that I'm gonna be mentioning, which is the Nest Set. You can easily get this one in the Chizuru quest. So Chizuru event quest, which is like rotating every week. So if you have shock damage characters, if you have Orochi Shermie, you can easily handle Chizuru, and then you can accumulate points and then gather enough to acquire the Nest Set. Why is the Nest Set very good? Because you can use this one in PvP as well. If you don't have the Ryuko Set, for me, soft characters like Edelhide, I use the Nest Set on him just for survivability, because everything, like, it gives damage as well, and then it increases attack by 12%, and then the PvP exclusive that decreases damage received from the enemy with super armor 50%. So half the damage is already cut for characters who's having super armor attacking you. So it's also good for survivability. This Nest Set is really good. And for me, because the thing is, like, you cannot get the set cards anymore. Previously, in the earlier games in King of Fighters All-Star, you can accumulate like option set cards to exchange to get like the Kula Vacation. But the thing is, like, it's not really viable anymore. It's just a chance. But for me, the Nest Set is a good starter for your card, because you can accumulate it. If you have Orochi Shermie, you can farm the living hell out of her and then get the Nest Set, and then with that, it will increase the damage of your characters. And after that, the Gonits event, which is happening this week, you can also get the Mr. Big card. So the Mr. Big card is the Victory Party. So this Mr. Big card is just like the low version of the Kaya Set. But this one, for me, if you're playing in the PvE content, this Mr. Big Set is much stronger than the Kaya, because even though the CP is low, the skill set is increases attack by 42% and depth of defense, and recovers HP by 3% and gains 3% power upon defeating an enemy. This card is good for defense type units, and it's also good for PvE content, because there's a lot of enemies you're gonna be fighting. And then if Nameless has this card, because me, if I'm running Nameless, I'm usually running him with if you have Noah Set, then it's good, you can run the Noah Set. But if you don't have a Noah Set, Mr. Big card is another option for you for defense type units. Like, for example, if you have really difficulty getting the Noah Set, oh, not the Noah Set, sorry, the Kaya Set, sorry. So if you're having difficulty to get the Kaya Set, might as well get this Mr. Big Set. For example, you're doing the PvP and you only have one Kaya Set, and then you put it on Lady Mr. Big, and you have you have Psyche in your team. So what I do, because like how as you seen earlier, I only have one Kaya set. So I specifically put it to Lady Mr. Big. And then Psyche gets the Mr. Big card, this victory party. So that it will increase his damage. So as you know, victory party increases defense. So all defense type units will benefit on this card. So I suggest you get collecting the Gonitz event every week and the Chizuru event to get these cards. It's really important. And then next would be the Mad Tea Party. As per the reviews of YouTube, like all of the other YouTubers, like the review on this Mad Tea Party is really good. I know that the CP is not that high, but all of like the Mad Tea Party increases critical rate by 8% and deals additional damage equal to 220% of attack upon landing a critical hit. It's just a chance, but like characters who's having high critical rate will have a lot of damage if you're equipping this one with this character. For example, if you're equipping this one with Geese Howard, which has a lot of critical hits, it's gonna be really beneficial to him. So he's gonna be hitting you really hard. But if you have a Noah set, might as well the Light and Dark set. So usually I'm putting the Light and Dark with my attack type units, especially Geese Howard. But like if you don't have, like if you're stretched thin with the resources, and if you have the Mad Tea Party, you can equip it with Geese Howard for maximum damage. So that's my tip on that. And then this card, the Coolest Vacation, unfortunately this is just like the poor man's Mr. Big set. So there's like 3 defense type cards. The highest one would be the Kaya set, the second one would be the Mr. Big, and this is the low tier card set if you're really stretched thin with cards. So you can equip this one, but like it's not that strong from the 2. And if you have characters with like two strike skills, you can use also this one, like the Time for Medical Checkup, because it increases the strike skill damage by 23%. So characters who had 2 or more strike skills, you can use this one if you don't have that the Noah set or the Kaya set or the Ryuko set. You can equip this one to characters who has strike damage, strike skills. And then this one, I'm not really happy with this card, the Winter Holiday, because this is just for grab characters. That's just me. So I'm not really fond of that card. And what else? This card, I'm not also fond of this card. So, and finally, the previous free-to-play set card would be this one, the Favorite Thing type 1. So the Favorite Thing is previously the best free to play card that you can get, because like as I've told you last time, when King of Fighters are starting, if you're playing championship live PvP, you can get like a set card option, so that you can choose any type of cards that you can get. So usually people are getting the Kula set. I call this one the Kula set card because it increases the attack by 17.8% for 5 seconds upon landing a critical hit. This is really strong as well, but unfortunately it's not, you cannot really get it right now. So I think the viable things, my suggestion is go for Chizuru, go for Gonitz. If you don't have the 6 tier cards, just like the Noah, the Kaya, and the Ryugo, the most viable thing that you can get is the Nest set, and the Mr. Big set, because you can easily get this one every week. Okay, just farm it every day until you get points, and then yeah, just for example, look at this. I already get 2 sets of Mr. Big card, and just like a disclaimer, you can only get 3 sets of this one. So once you get 3 sets of the Mr. Big cards, you cannot get it anymore. And the nest set as well, you can only get 3. And then that's it. You're done. Because I'll show you here. I'll show you why it's only 3. As per the instruction here. See, look, the battle cards. So the maximum you can craft is only 3. So yeah, available craft count. So you can only craft 3 cards and that's it. You're done. You can only craft 3 here and then you're done. So yeah. So that's my suggestions on the card. So again, just a recap of what I've told you earlier. Where am I now? So for me, the best set cards is the set cards which is like obviously the 6-star cards. So you equip the Noah set. This is the light and shadow type one. Equip it with the attack type and balance type units. You can equip it with Omega Rugal. You can equip it with Gonits, but all attack and balance type units you can equip with this one. It will give you super armor and it will increase attack by 15%. So that's really good. Next would be for defense type units, it's the Kaya set. It gives you survivability, high CP, and high defense, which also give 45% of defense and obtains additional attack. So this is really good as well. So you equip this one with all of the defense type units, but you can equip this one with Rock Howard, even though he's a balance type unit. You can equip this one for high survivability. Next would be this Ryuko set, the PvP set card, the checkmate set. So this is increasing all of the attack, increasing your CP, and then it breaks the armor and increases the HP and decreases the attack, the target's attack by 20% when attacked. So that's a 15-second cooldown. It's really good. So for all this, like, this is specifically made for Nameless. You can also equip it with Edelhide, and you can also equip it with Lady Zero to increase survivability. So in PvP, but like it's up to you. Whichever, if you're fighting PvE, you can put it on. You can put this one on any other attack type units as well. And penetration. This is the truth between 0 and 8, 0 and 1. This is for characters who has high penetration, like Lady Zero again and Orochi Iori. So this will also give them survivability as well because of the damage received, decreased damage received by 20% for 3 seconds. So, and then the cooldown is really low. So after that, I've told you the nest set, which is really obtainable. For me, this is the best free-to-play card that you can get together with the Mr. Big. This is the second highest damage output from the Noah set. And then from there, if you have the 2-Girl Rendezvous, the Tekken Set card, you're really lucky. So this one is also high tier S tier set card, even though the CP is really low. So again, whoever has this is really lucky. You can put this one to all attack type units and balance type units as well. And then Mad Tea Party increases like critical hits. Equip it with Geese, like all characters who has critical hit cores. You can equip it with this card. Okay. And I think finally this Kula card. If you really are short with resources, this is the last but not least. Previously was the best free-to-play set card that you can get. So this is also good. So other than that, everything is mediocre for me. Okay, the set cards here are really mediocre. This one, the Coolest Vacation, is mediocre because like you can this one is difficult to get. You cannot get this one unless you pull 4 cards. It's much better to get the Mr. Big set from this one. So I think that's it. Hopefully you guys like this video of me telling you which set cards are most important and which ones it needs to get equipped to. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of insight on what you're gonna be doing. You can play with it, it's up to you. but this is just my opinion, and this is how I do things in what I do PvP wise or PvE wise. So I hope you guys like this video. Again, this is 2300 Gaming. Like and subscribe and comment on this video if you don't like it. If you like it, like, yeah, I'll accept like constructive criticisms, so I'm open with that. So I just want my channel to improve more. Thank you for the 200 plus subscribers. I'm really happy. Hopefully we're gonna go up, up and up, and hopefully your guys gonna be joining me for the ride. And yeah, and again, this is 2300 Gaming. See you tomorrow. Hopefully there's gonna be PvP, but still, even though without PvP, I can still give you lots of tips and tricks. And that's it. I'm signing off and I'm out. See you guys. Bye.